Hey Saber fans, Tony here from RoninSabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, RoninSabers.com. You can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. Here we have a SPSabers High Ground. I've done several of these now the past few weeks, and so they'll probably be kind of monotonous going back and forth through all these videos. But yeah, another High Ground. They're all configured the same. They all have the same MR neck style, and of course a RoninSabers chassis. So to weigh the function saber, you got to unthread the emitter ring, and then you can have your 1.5 Allen key. You can undo that, and then of course you can slide out your blade plug. You've got access to the Shtok V3 connector in there, the flat PCB, and of course to access the chassis you got to undo your pommel. Once that's good, you can pull this chassis out fully. The thing is all the way out. There we go. And you've got your RoninSabers fully removable chassis system. So of course you got the Shtok V3 connector in there, and of course, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's another PCB in there that makes connection with this one. You've got a removable battery system, so positive and negative, so that's how you put the battery in. You've got your power button and aux button, and of course you got the two holes for the retention screw on the saber itself. You've got Proffieboard 2.2 running ProffieOS 6.7, of course USB and SD card access, and of course last but not least you have 28mm bass speaker. So very, very loud, very, very nice. And so yeah, most of these sabers that I've done, including this one, and the next few, will all have Obi-Wan Obi-Wan's story, and then of course some of them wanted extra fonts on there, and I'll show those off, but for the most part it's telling Obi-Wan's story. You want to make sure that this is aligned correctly. There's a little groove there that lines up with the button terminal, and then once it is, you'll be able to screw this in, and you'll be good to go. And of course you can put the pommel on and whatnot. So without further ado, let's put in a blade and show you off the fonts. Alright, so first up we have Obi-Wan by Kyberphonic. This of course starts off with Phantom Menace, and so yeah. Got a nice light blue for this one. Of course you have power and aux, so all you gotta do is click aux for blasters. For lockup you want to hold either or button and clash. Of course lightning block you want to hold power, tap aux. For color change it's the opposite, so hold aux, tap power. You just rotate your saber on the color wheel. If you want to fine-tune a color, you can hold down power and then fine-tune a color and let go to confirm. If you want to go back to the previous coded color, just hit aux. For multi-blast, you want to hold the aux button for 2 seconds and let go. You get that multi-blast begin sound, and you can just swing your saber. You can have it, tap once more, the guns overheat, and you're back to normal. So yeah. This does have a track player on there, so to get into that, you want to tilt the blade sideways, and of course, hold the power button for 2 seconds and let go. To go between the tracks, you just rotate. It tells the full story of Phantom Menace. So yeah. To confirm, just hit power. Next up. Obi-Wan. This is Obi-2 by Kyberphonic. This is the Camino version. Very raspy hum. Imperial blasters. Darth Maul smooth swing. Force effects.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
If you want to get into the quote player, you want to tilt the blade down, hold the power button for 2 seconds, and let go.
You seem a little on edge.
It'll go through all of the quotes that are on this sound font, and a lot of the others as well have the same feature.
I haven't felt you this tense since we fell into that nest of gut darks.
So yeah, this also has Django's Escape. Has the track. Yeah. Next up.
Master Kenobi, you disappoint me.
This is the clan version of Obi-2 by Kyberphonic. So nice deep blue for this one as well. Has different quotes on there as well.
There's an unusual concentration of Federation ships over there, R4. The transmitter is working, but we're not receiving a return signal. Horizon's too far. R4, can you boost the power? We'll have to try something else.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on there. And this has the arena track on there. Well, I guess tracks, because it's a track player. The Geonosis Arena. The Clone Wars that happens on Geonosis. Yoda shows up at the duel. This is Obi-Wan, Anakin versus Dooku. I like this one the most. And so yeah. Next up.
Hello there.
This is Obi-3 by Kyberphonic. This is, of course, an Episode 3 version. So back to the deep blue. This has quotes on there as well.
Oh, this is going to be easy. This time we will do it together.
You are a bold one.
This one is supposed to like take place during the beginning half of the movie, basically. So it'll have the those type of quotes on there.
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
This will also have Battle of the Coruscant as the track, as well as the General Grievous versus Obi-Wan. Yeah. Next up.
Ben Kenobi?
So next up we have OB4 by Kyberphonic. This is the Cantina version. It's an unstable build-up, a medium blue, a white swing, smuggler blasters, quotes and stuff as well.
The jungle and wastes are not to be travelled lightly. I haven't gone by the name of Obi-Wan since all before you were born.
This has the Force theme on there.
You feared you might follow old Obi-Wan on some damn fool idealistic crusade like the
Yeah. Next up.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is the Death Star version of OB4. So it has the same blade style. This has the Death Star ambience as the track. Has the Clone Trooper force effects on there.
What was that?
This has Imperial blasters. Yeah. Next up. This is Royalty by Kyberphonic. This is a Leia font. Originally, the customer thought that Son of Corellia was a Kylo Ren inspired font, or like when he was Ben Solo, and I corrected him and I said that was a horn sound font, and so he changed his mind and decided he wanted Royalty instead. Got a nice light blue for the blade style. Also got blasters. This has the Leia Royalty track on there. It's very, very nice. And force effects or force pushes. It's very nice. Yeah, next up.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Of course, we have one twin, so here comes the next. This is Luke Skywalker from ROTJ, Return V2 by Kyberphonic. Blasters, of course. Force effects.
The last mistake you'll ever make.
Force effects that feature during like the barge scene and whatnot.
I must speak with Jabba.
Both are hardworking and will serve you well. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift. These two droids.
So yeah, this has the barge scene as the track, which is very nice with the gesture features. Yeah. Next up.
General Grievous. You're shorter than I expected.
This is Forearm General by Kyberphonic. This is the V2 version, of course. Got a nice dark green on there to start off with. Now with this one, if you want to do color changing, it'll go directly to green. Or, not green, blue. Because, of course, your General Grievous has multiple sabers, blue and green. Force effects. Very loud. It also has a track player on there. That one's my favorite. Yeah. Next up. This is Peace and Violence by Kyberphonic. This is the Peace version. It's got a nice deep blue for that. I think this was one of the first fonts I ever bought from Kyberphonic, actually, was Peace and Violence. It was kind of nice. I haven't heard it in a while. Force effects. Next up. This is, of course, the second half. This is Violence by Kyberphonic. We got a deep red for there. Yeah. Next up.
Let's see what this saber can do.
This is Outcast Knight by Kyberphonic. This is a Kyle Katarn sound font. Of course, it has a light blue on there. Some really cool force effects on there. It's a very unique track on there. Of course, it has rain on there as well. Yeah. Next up.
Prepare a boarding party.
Of course, last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red, depending on the battery voltage, and of course, the party blade. So that includes the install for the SPSabers Batch 3 High Ground. Of course, I hope you enjoyed the video. Of course, I hope the customer enjoys the saber. Have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.